Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about Observer System Redux. This is also, I believe, on PC and I think PS4. Um, this is made by Bloober Team, or Blooper Team, I always forget how you pronounce it. And they are working, Bloober, they are working on the new Silent Hill remake. So I was interested in this game, but when I learned that they were working on the new Silent Hill, I said I got to try this out and see kind of some of their chops. This came out in 2021. This is like a remastered version, I guess, or some kind of updated version. That's why it's called System Redux. It stars Rutger Hauer, and I just beat it the other day. I don't have a lot of time for gaming, but I tend to buy games when they're cheap, and then I kind of hold on to them until I have little bits of time, and I play things in spurts. So this is a first-person walking simulator is sort of what people call it. It's a detective game, something like maybe Layers of Fear, if you played that, where you go around and you read things and you pick up items. And he has two main abilities. One of them is that you could go into like a computer generated thing and mess with anything electronic and open it or read it or whatever it may be. And then you have another ability with the other trigger, the left trigger, that you're able to see anything that has any kind of blood or organic matter. So while you're in these like detective stories, kind of like some of the scenes in Condemned, but not as in depth, you're able to use your different visions to pick up clues and hints and stuff. And then you'll read things, and then you'll solve little puzzles or get passwords to open doors, etc. And the main crux of the game takes place in this big apartment complex. And you go there as a detective, some kind of government detective, to find your son, because your son is holed up in one of these like shithole apartment complexes and apartment buildings, and you have to find his room and what's going on with him, and it kicks off this whole crazy story. The story got a little in-depth, and at points I was sort of not paying attention as much as I should have, but it was definitely an interesting game. I love the cyberpunk aesthetic. The game did make me a little nauseous. I was able to change the field of view and lengthen it, and that helped a lot. But initially, I was getting like nauseous and sort of dizzy after playing it, which doesn't happen to me often. I haven't had that happen to me in years, since Gravity Rush on the Vita. That used to do it to me when I used to spin upside down. The game is about, I think, 7 hours, so it's not extremely long. It saves pretty frequently, so you are able to do most of it in short bursts. The graphics, to me, were phenomenal. I thought the settings and the atmosphere was really cool. I was playing on an Xbox One X, that's what I have, and the game tended to stutter from time to time, or you'd go into a room and things would sort of seize up for a second and then go. 99% of the game is walking around, picking up things, researching, finding hints, finding clues, then going back somewhere else and using those passwords or those clues to do other things. There's a couple of fun Easter eggs. There's a Silent Hill, The Room Easter egg. And overall, I enjoyed it. Like, if you would say, what would I give it out of a 10? It would probably be like a 6 or a 7. It was good. I enjoyed my time with it. Rutger Hauer's voice is in the whole game. So if you're a Rutger Hauer fan and you like cyberpunk mystery type of things, you'll enjoy it. There's 2 or 3 scenes that you play through where a monster's chasing you. I don't want to give it away and say too much. And it can kill you, and you have to sort of sneak around. They could be a little annoying. I felt like they were sort of shoved in there at points that I didn't really feel this game needed that. But I get they were trying to kind of change it up a bit because it was otherwise very samey throughout the game. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to mention. You can like hack into things and play like little video games on the computers. As it says on the front, it supports Xbox One and the Series X. So if you have the Series X, it will play like a up-converted or a 4K version of the game. And honestly, I was pretty impressed. So if you like cyberpunk settings with games that are sort of like Layers of Fear or Amnesia or what's that other one? Coming Home, Going Home, whatever. You'll probably like this. That's sort of what I would compare it to. Very visually pleasing. Good music, interesting concepts. Let me know, guys, if you've played Observer by Bloober Team, who is working on the new Silent Hill game. I want to hear your thoughts. I thought it was good. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.